What it do is, baby, you can check me out on the Bootleg podcast. Yeah.
Bootleg Kev Show, special guest in here. His new project is out right now. It's not an album, it's a mixtape.
How the fuck is it a mixtape?
How is it a mixtape?
I have no idea.
First of all, man, great body of work.
I appreciate you. Sure. I know we spoke on it before.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It came out and after, so now it's dope. It's dope.
You kicked the project off saying, proud of my losses, I don't care if I'm winning.
That's the first words I said, whole project.
And, you know, you've had an interesting last 5 years. I know, you know, I just watched your Breakfast Club interview, so you talked about it a lot. But can you talk to me about, like, just like, you know, there has been some L's that we've all seen. You know?
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But now that you're on the other side of that, man, and, like, I feel like you've kind of shaken the mental weight of the world kind of looking at you and you know, trying to get you the fuck up out of here for real. People,
for sure,
people deserting you, you know, industry friends showing their true colors, all of that. How does it feel now, though, man? How are you feeling?
It's a great space to be in, man. And not only that, like, most importantly, like, being on the other side of it, like, with the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting out a project that's just unapologetic, completely authentic.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope to see the way people receiving it.
And it feels like some, like, classic baby shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's some shit that can be put back on a decade from now and still have several lessons that you can learn from within it, you know what I mean, based on my experiences, my journey.
I was going to say, do you feel like this is like kind of you getting back to like 2019, 2018, 2020 baby type shit?
Yeah, but not even that. Like, you know, this me just now getting into 2024 baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, all them years in between, like 2021 and now, I ain't put my heart in a single fucking project. You get what I'm saying?
Really?
I kind of was in a space where I was really like falling out of love with the shit and the creative process and putting it out. So, you know, it's dope to just navigate through all that shit and then be in a space where it's like, all right, here I go.
What would you say is the last album you felt like you put your heart into? Was it Kirk?
The one that went number one and had the top streaming song of 2020 on it. Probably Blame It On Baby. The one that had Rockstar on it. Yep.
That's crazy.
2020.
Crazy. That is wild. But you know, it's interesting too, though, because you've also, like, you know, you haven't stopped rapping, you haven't stopped putting out freestyles, you haven't stopped.
Yeah, that's my way of getting it direct to the consumer and not having to, you know what I mean, go through all the extra shit that I wasn't really respecting or you know, fucking with for a while.
It also feels like you've been using those freestyles as kind of like your form of like addressing shit and like kind of like your therapy a bit.
Immediately, yeah.
Because it's like whatever you're going through, like your weekly, like your shit will drop and you'll.
Boom, immediately, yep. As soon as somebody make me mad, as soon as somebody piss me off, I goddamn, let me come freestyle.
I think that like there's a strength in not letting everyone have access to your energy, and what I mean by that is like not getting mad about everything.
Not for sure, 1,000%.
Have you had to learn that where you like
for sure.
Shit you just won't let, you know, penetrate your...
I take goddamn full responsibility. I hold myself 1,000% accountable for allowing myself to even get anything near lost in the sauce. You get what I'm saying? Like, because that's something I already know. Like, I came in the game like that. Like, I'm from Charlotte, first of all, so I'm conditioned to, you know what I mean, to not give a fuck about what nobody talking about. If you ain't coming up out of there, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I found myself in a space to where I was paying too much attention to that and making music for the goddamn haters more than I'm making it for the people who really enjoy my music and who, you know, and who love and support my music. Yeah, I had to really, you know, sit myself down and look at myself from across the street, you know what I mean, from the outside looking in and understand that, you know, I've been playing the most important role in you know, in my temporary downfall, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think if your temporary downfall is, you know, still having, you feel me? You know what I mean?
So it's, you know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Like, I think of all these like records that you just like dropped nonchalantly during the time you were quote unquote canceled, like Masterpiece and like, you know,
nah, for sure.
Like these are records. I think Masterpiece probably platinum or gold by now.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Masterpiece.
So it's like these records are like, I feel like people don't understand. Like, I don't think you ever quote unquote fell off, but I do think that there was like, you know, this industry is real fake, bro. And it's like,
1,000%, man. It come with what it come with. You know, but see, like what and this is like after putting this body of work together and putting this out right, it's like it took me to do that to understand. It was really prior to putting it together. Like, I really was holding myself back. Like, I just had to get out of that space to where I wasn't enjoying it. Yeah, like, you know, I just had to goddamn step away from all that other shit, let that shit be what it is, and then I come with it, do what I do. You know what I mean? Because I could have put out a body of work like this immediately after the shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, with the business involved and how motherfuckers would like for it to be set up and this and that, just all the other factors that I probably wasn't agreeing with at the time, or you know what I mean, that I didn't respect or whatever, like, it take away from the art. I like just being authentic, bro, and and as long as I'm being me 1,000%, and you know what I'm saying, unapologetically myself, I'm okay with whatever come with that. Now, if I do something else, like if I take any advice and then it go left, then I ain't okay with that. That's gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
I think like when you go through adversity, you shed people, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because there were people that weren't supposed to be there in the first place.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
has your
eyes to a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there has been like a few, because as you know, you meet people in the rap game who are like your quote unquote friends, but they're only friends because you guys both are doing music and it's mutually beneficial. Mm-hmm. Somebody like 50 Cent, though, I feel like
it's my nigga, man.
Held you down throughout
1,000%.
all this bullshit. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about you and 50's relationship and just like how important it's been to have him kind of in your corner throughout all this?
Now, for sure, I met 50 really like the week before the whole Rolling Loud shit happened. Like, I just met, bro. You get what I'm saying? So he had every reason in the world to stay the fuck away from me prior to that happening. You get what I'm saying? But he ended up being damn near the only one that, you know what I mean, stuck around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not only stuck around, like, openly, like, out loud, like, hell nah, like hell no. Like, he calling motherfuckers this in business with me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nah, what we doing? Like, what we doing? Why we ain't doing this, and this? What y'all doing? Y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tripping. And then even with times, I do my thing with like I'm into that, the whole film and television shit. You've
been having some of the best videos for years now. So
for sure. So it's like with him and the way that he dominate that space, you know what I'm saying? Like, it done been motherfuckers like, do power, get him on this and that, and he off the rip, fuck that, you ain't done with the music. Like that shit cool. We do that whenever, but you ain't done with the music. And for him to say that, and for me to like really any advice coming from a nigga like that who done been, I'm more likely to take it from somebody who done had to navigate through these spaces and through this type of controversy and that type of shit. So when a nigga like that who done been there, done that, say that, like, nah, fuck that. You ain't done with the music, fuck that shit. Like, that's all I need to know. If he's dominating that space, you know what I'm saying? He got the most viewed shit on television. The only shit I watch, I don't even watch TV. The only shit I watch is...
Yeah, I heard, I haven't caught up on the finale that just happened.
Yeah, I ain't caught up on this season of it either. I need to dive into that.
There's just so much with Power and the Power universe.
Yeah.
And I'd be so goddamn busy, or I'm just
that's
like...
what I'm saying. You gotta be...
I gotta have I could damn near need COVID to happen again for me to catch up on all this shit.
To sit down and really, get back in the groove of it.
No, for sure.
But nah, definitely, man. Definitely. If I can call anybody a mentor ever, you know what I mean, throughout my journey as an artist, that's the one.
Sure. Another artist who embraced you kind of in the thick of all of this was the Kanye situation, where you a lot of people say that your verse
was the best verse on the album.
Was much better than the Jay-Z verse, on Jail, which was an amazing record. But you have the live situation where there's the house and you're standing there with Marilyn Manson, who I know we talked about it before. You didn't even know Marilyn Manson was at that time, did you?
Nah, I knew, like, I recognized like the fate, like who he was, but like I wasn't like completely in tune with, like, you know what I mean, like everything. No.
What was that process like, being like cutting a verse for Jail, which is an incredible verse, like you said, probably the best verse on the album, a lot of fans would say, and then also like just that experience of like, I remember watching that shit from the crib, like that house, and
that was different.
It was like a strong message.
I'm
to
out
me.
that bitch like this, like it's motherfuckers marching around. It's like 2,000-3,000 people like marching around, and all black. The house on fire, and we just standing here. I'm like, hold on, bro, like this shit look dangerous. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, that man there is, he on some other shit creatively, bro. Like he in a whole nother bracket when it come to, creativity. Not to mention the fact that, like, I was around a nigga for like, I don't know, maybe like 5 days straight prior to that, and with all the other shit he was doing, like, I don't know where he had the time to do all this rehearsing and shit or whatever for this, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like,
you kind of got to take a peek into the world of like one of the best, artists of all time.
Yeah, for sure. Like, genius when it comes to creativity and and the execution of it, like genius, bro, like for sure.
So if you were hanging with for 5 days, I'm assuming you guys did more than just that one record.
Yeah, I did a few. I did another one too. The other one was fire. The other one was fire, but I think I'm the only one on that record. Like, I just did the record and like, you know what I'm saying? But one of the producers that he had though, the nigga had a whole, what is it called? Soho House? What's it called?
Soho House, yeah.
Soho House. The nigga had this shit like rented out the whole thing. So
it was it in LA?
In LA.
Was it the hotel downtown?
Yeah, so they took the beds and shit out of all the rooms. Nigga had different producers set up in each room, studios in each room. Like, the niggas on some other shit, bro. Like,
he rented out the whole Soho House? Turned it into...
Majority of the motherfucker, I swear to God. I'm like, God damn, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
But yeah, a bunch of creatives in one space, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just a dope thing to experience. And that's the way I like to create, in terms of like having everything in one room, and in that way I could just bounce around. That's when I'm most effective. Like, so it was dope to see somebody do it on a super high level, you get what I'm saying? And to see the results of it, to see the album come together, to see this nigga here making Balenciaga and shit in his warehouse, making this shit, like, to see all the different pieces, you know what I'm saying, come together, like, it's dope, especially from another creative with probably ADHD. If I go get, goddamn, I could probably be diagnosed with that shit in real life, you get what I'm saying? So it was dope to just see the shit.
When you cut your verse, did you know that there was a Jay-Z verse too?
Nah, I didn't. It was probably just open. I didn't hear no verse like lined up before mine, for sure. I didn't hear no verse. I probably would have tried to go harder.
Hey, you went hard though.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah. I mean, I just, I played it how it was. I wasn't tripping. Like, it's a dope song. You know what I mean?
Talk to me on this project. You say that you're the best rapper of your generation.
Yeah, for sure, 1,000%.
And somehow I feel like you are underrated as an MC. You and I have had this discussion, but I do feel like, that's kind of what gravitated me towards your music as a fan.
Yeah.
Early on, I just think you're just an amazing MC, man. Do you feel like for whatever reason, like, because there's like the narrative that like, DaBaby's got the same flow, which I think you've proven wrong a bunch of times. Man. Look, your biggest song, Rockstar, is
exactly, it's
way different than any of the other shit, right? So, but I'm just curious, like, why do you think you don't get the respect you deserve as an MC? I
mean, I get it when I when I can get it whenever I want it. I can get it. You get what I'm saying? It's just I don't dwell in that space. Like, I don't, you just tell me who your favorite is. Just tell me. And then you tell me what's your favorite song, and then give me 10 minutes, and goddamn, we'll see.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I don't even gotta, like, it's to the point, like, I go even further, like, in the demonstration, like, I'm gonna do the shit. I'm not gonna record it. Ain't no auto-tune. I could put a camera in front of me and a microphone where all you got is my voice and me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't make up none of that shit. Ain't none of that. Like, you gotta really
leave that off. Just leave it off.
Yeah, you gotta really be one of them ones though. Fuck around with me. Like, you gotta be one of them ones. You know what I'm saying?
And I think too, like, such an important part of like MCing is also like being an incredible live performer. Like, we saw that with Jadakiss with the verses.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like you take so much pride in your live show.
Yeah, and I really ain't even got to. It's like I got so much more to tap into. I really ain't even, went to the heights that I can go to when it come to that. Before I did that, like, it was like the live show component of, like, me, like, that was taken away from me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you had that festival run in front of you.
I had did like 2-3 sold out tours, like, coming in. Like, I was already in arenas. I wasn't even 12 months in. I had like 12 months in as a mainstream artist. I did like 2 sold out arena tours. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
And then COVID hit.
Crazy.
And even after COVID, you get what I'm saying? Before 2021 with the Rolling Loud shit, they wasn't like other artists could perform and shit because they was in like smaller venues or like clubs, but I was already.
Well, I feel like even like I saw you, I think it was your first headliner show in LA. You were at the Roxy. You brought out OT Genesis.
Not for sure.
You had I want to say you had fake pounds of weed that you threw out into the crowd.
Did I do that at that level?
Yes, you did.
I probably definitely did it. It was the first one out here. I probably definitely did. I made that song out here in LA. I mean, that was a very real song. That was a very real thing, the song that I did that to, Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue is my shit, by the way.
We was talking about that, like, like the Pat coach in the South, like, just coming out west, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole big thing, and really around my way, like, I definitely, like, not like I represented it, like, that's what it was. Like, that's how I funded not to speak too much. It's enough time that went by, huh?
Yeah. It's been 10 years.
I got here.
I mean, I feel like the first time I met you was at South by, and that was in like 2014 or 15. I don't know. When was that? Fuck.
I mean, I did the shit with the
16?
The first song I ever made. I was at South by Southwest like 2 months after.
When you had the diaper on.
Okay, so that was like 2018. That was
18. Okay.
Or
I think it was before.
17.
I was making 17. Probably.
2017. Yeah, because that's the last time I went before I popped. The next time I went, I was
on.
Yeah, I was up through there.
So you were already coming to LA just off of the other shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We talked about this a little bit, but I want you to, because it's so dope. Well, it's not dope, but it is interesting. Also, don't do this at home. But we talked about how back in the day you would pack up and vacuum seal rabbit food.
Oh yeah, I done did it a few times here and there.
How do you do that? Like if it's rabbit food, like first of all, how stupid are the people who's buying the vacuum sealed rabbit food, and how do you make sure it looks as good as possible? Like walk me through. I
mean, you got it. So the food saver bags, the vacuum seals. You got a clear side, and you got a side that it looked like y'all might have one in this motherfucker. Nah, I see this.
We actually might.
This man is like, but nah,
there's like a rough side.
It's a rougher side to it. It's not transparent like the other side.
Correct.
So you want to take the rabbit food, you want to break it apart, so because it come like thick, it come like a block, but you want to kind of like break it up, give it the texture like butted up weed. You get what I'm saying? You drop it in that bitch, and then you take the side that ain't clear. And you flip that around. You seal one of them. You take the side that ain't clear and you flip it around. So you make both sides the rough side. Now ain't no clear side. You drop it in that bitch. While it's sealing, you want to leave room in it. While it's sealing, you want to shape it. You want to give it the shape. I'm taking y'all to school. Like you get what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Young Scooter, by the way. Like, this, I picked up on this game listening to his music back in the day.
Shout out to Scooter, man.
Yeah, when I met him, I told him, man, I done finessed a lot of niggas goddamn fucking around with you. But, yeah, so you wanna form it up and shape it. You get what I'm saying, and so now it's double sealed or whatever. And then when you go to show it to a nigga, you ask them if they want to pop it open. So that's the thing. Like I was already doing my thing like that before a lot of niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm at. So like motherfuckers, this is before people knew you could even in my city that you could even go to Walmart and buy a damn vacuum sealer. Like they didn't even know that a food saver exists. So they was fascinated with. This is before the little big bags that got the labels on them. Now this is way before all that shit. This is what the niggas this doing their thing with that shit now. They was in fucking elementary school when I was doing, you know what I'm saying? When I was doing this shit. But yeah, you want to already have you some pressure, some real good gas in your hand.
Hey, this is what it is.
And I jump in the passenger seat of the car and I got them pop it on. You want me to pop it open? But like I was saying, I was giving you context. They were so fascinated with it, they would want to ride around and show it to people. They just wanted to show people the vacuum seal.
Yeah, like hey.
Right, they felt like they was fucking, what's my boy name? Boston, what was his name? Boston George?
Yeah.
They thought, they felt like they was him or motherfucking, El Chapo or something. They just felt like a trap star when they had the whole vacuum seal. So a lot of them, no, don't open it.
Don't ruin it.
They sweet.
Because I don't have a vacuum sealer at home.
So them ones were sweet, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? But the ones that did want to pop it open, I boom, act like I'm popping it open, and act like I'm going in to get the handful of shit I already got balled up in my hand, and boom, and they hell yeah, okay, ball it up. I don't even need to see it, and then I get out and go get in my car. I don't even pull off fast. Sit there for a second, then I just drive off slowly and it's all good.
It never bit you in the ass, boss.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I remember one time when I started rapping, we did a show somewhere. We came outside and like every car we rode up, there was a lot. We had like 10 different cars. If 10, not maybe like about 10 different cars, but every car that we rode in, the tires was slashed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we didn't know what it was. I thought it was this
sounds
broad.
I was about to say, sounds like a girl, but
she ain't really had no reason to do that besides me, like probably like ignoring her for like a week or two. And I said something to her. I definitely thought it was her, but I don't think that was her. So I apologize.
Probably someone who got their get back.
Yeah, because they don't like maybe I don't know, like a week or two after that, it was like a note on the door at the crib that we stayed in. Like, and it said something about like the nigga that I finessed. So I'm like, okay, But if you could do all that, you might as well, do something for real. So I wasn't tripping. But definitely, like I say, like, and that's why, any losses I done took, man, I I done did my fair share of handing out L's, so it's all good, you know.
For sure.
I know how this shit go, for real, for real.
Everything, it all comes back around, man.
Hell yeah. Ain't no lick, don't no lick, you know, not come with a lick on the back end. It don't even work like that.
So if this is a mixtape,
how the fuck is it a mixtape?
Well, no, because I feel like you do have some like records on here for real.
Absolutely.
I know you say the album is coming too. Mm-hmm. So it's like the album done? Is it? Because I know you know.
Nah, it ain't done because like me, like, you know, I wanted to be 2 times as good as this, and this is an amazing body of work. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't done, but I definitely already got. Like I had to not put out dozens of songs just to be able to package this in 14 songs. You know what I'm saying? So I got plenty of music, but I'm all about like current energy right now and just everything being on the exact same frequency that I'm like currently on, you know.
How many videos are in the can for this project?
I already shot 2. But I'm getting ready to. And then I didn't even want to lead off with like the videos like how I usually do. You know, I usually come with the video. Like before the people even choose a hit, they're going to wait on the video that I put out and do it like that. So I usually lead off with the video, but I wanted to do it a little bit different. I did the video for the intro just because that set the tone for the whole project in a minute. But aside from that, like, you know, I wanted the people to really be able to sit with just the music for a week. Right. You get what I'm saying? Because we got so much catching up to do. Like I said, it's been like 3 years since I've been able to put my heart into a project. So, you know, I feel like me and the supporters and the listeners, they need somewhat of an introduction, you know what I'm saying? A reintroduction, of me as a person, you know what I mean? Aside from the artist. And then that way, moving forward, you know, we understand who we dealing with. We understand each other.
Got to stop the interview. Got to shout out to our partners, Blue Chew. That's right, baby. Listen, Blue Chew, a lot of people keep asking, what is Blue Chew? Does it work? Blue Chew is amazing. It's an online service that delivers the same active ingredients right to you as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra at a fraction of the cost in a chewable form. Now, this is all you got to do. No awkward doctor's appointments. It's all handled online, delivered to your door in discreet packaging. Go to bluechew.com, all right? Make sure you go sign up right now, bluechew.com. Use the promo code BOOTLEG, and you will get 1 month for free to try for yourself. All you got to do is pay $5 in shipping. It's all online. It's amazing, man. And when I tell you it works, it works. Yeah, maybe you're dealing with erectile dysfunction. Maybe you just need a little extra pep in your step with your wife. Or maybe, you just want to see be all you could be, we'll say. Huh? How about that? BlueChew.com, same active ingredients as Viagra, Levitra, and Cialis at a fraction of the cost in a chewable form. It is amazing. You're going to be lit. Your thing's going to be, as I like to say, do the designer ad-libs. All right. Oh, man, look, this is what you got to do. Try Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code BOOTLEG at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code BOOTLEG to receive your first month for free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we want to give a shout out to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Also want to give a shout out to MyBookie. Football season is here. Oh, my favorite part of the year to put a little action on some sports, all right? And this is what's dope about MyBookie. You go sign up right now, mybookie.ag. Use that promo code BOOTLEG and get your first deposit bonus. And you can bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. College football, NFL, baseball. They also got the full casino. If you're into roulette, if you're into slots, if you're into maybe a little blackjack with the live dealer, you can do it all. At MyBookie, use the promo code BOOTLEG, though, when you sign up for a new account. BOOTLEG is the promo code. You'll get a first deposit bonus. And this is why it's so amazing. Right now, let's say you put a bet on, let's say a 4-leg parlay on a Sunday. Let's say 3 of the 4 hit, but the 4th one hasn't happened because it's Sunday Night Football. You can cash out your parlay early and take the 3 of the 4 and get the same odds if it would have been a 3-team parlay. Take that money and run. Or risk it. You got parlays, same day cash outs, all of that. It all goes down. MyBookie.ag. Sign up right now with that promo code BOOTLEG for that first deposit bonus. Let's get back to the interview. Yo, I know you've talked about this to Withsend recently, so I don't want to get into the specifics, but I'm curious, can you share with me, because I feel like, shout out to Arnold, who I think has done a good job of just artist development over the years.
For sure.
Obviously with yourself, Tusi.
100%.
But I feel like you also, as a CEO, when, you know, $1 Billion Baby Entertainment was, you know, let's say 2-3 years ago, you were doing such a great job of doing the same thing. Is there any lessons you learned when it comes to putting so much into other artists and then kind of being in the situation now where you're not necessarily working with anybody, but you put so much into so many different people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lesson to be learned. Don't do it. You get what I'm saying? Don't do it. Like, and not only that, like, cause I don't regret nothing that I done did for nobody. I'ma always do something for whoever I could do something for. You know what I'm saying? It could be a stranger off the street. It could be an artist that I'm not, you know, in business with, and it's not signed to me. Like, if I see something in them, you get what I'm saying? That I admire, I see qualities, I see potential. Like, I would easily tell them, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's on my mind. I'm not gonna have something on my mind and look at them and then let them, you know what I mean, do anything else outside of, like, I'm gonna at least give them the information. Whether or not they use it, that's on them. But I just simply wouldn't do it. Like, they gotta, like, main thing is, like, they gotta be just as dedicated to this shit, committed to this shit, you know, and ready to make the sacrifices and put their own work in and not let nothing stop them. They gotta have all them same qualities just as much as I got them in order for me to, you know, split my energy and my attention and my focus and my money for
and your
sure.
bandwidth from
and
your
my
kids.
bandwidth, right? All that shit. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why, you know, I'm in a space now to where I'm just really, I got too much to do for me. You know what I mean? And the people that I'm really responsible for, not people who I took on the responsibility.
I was going to say, obviously, the last few years has to also kind of be like whatever you were going through. Obviously, you've been through a lot personally, emotionally. You know, your brother passed and your dad passed in 2019.
Right.
The Rolling Loud shit. But you also, I think, were probably able to like focus on being a part of like your kids' lives in the early developmental years, while kind of, I guess, maybe taking a step back in terms of like you said, you kind of lost a little bit of the passion of
for creating
for
and
this
putting
shit,
the
but
music
like,
out, for sure.
But you're never gonna lose the passion of being a father, right?
No,
So
absolutely.
It's like,
you know, it allowed me more time to do that. I mean, I was always, you know, hands on and always, you know what I mean.
But you had some new kids.
No, for plenty. I got 4 now. You know what I'm saying? When the world first caught wind of me, when I first took over the world, I had 1 baby girl. You get what I'm saying? So she done been around this shit since she was 1 year old. You know what I mean? But definitely. Like on hindsight, like I look at the shit as a blessing because it gave me more time to, you know, focus on the shit that really matter, and most importantly, like, you know, when you're around that type of love, like it's not a pure form of love. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm around my kids and then I step back out into this world or get around these niggas out here, whatever, like, I can immediately see the difference. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even know. You know, I already do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know what's going on. But at the same time, it's like, you know, way less put into that. Because when I put my mind to something, like, I'm on that. It ain't too much that can stop me. So if I tell myself I'm going to change a motherfucker life, like, I'm going to stop at nothing. Like, I'm willing to, you know, bet the house on changing a motherfucker life. Like, that's what I do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I stand firm in that. You know what I mean? Like, and I really just do it based off, like, me. Like, if a motherfucker believe in me, like, I stop at nothing to prove them right.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's like I owe them. I owe them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a principle I stand on as a man. You know, so I expect the same in return, you know, from other motherfuckers, and that's probably something like that I should. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
It just don't work like that.
Not everybody, you can't hold people to your own standard because
absolutely, that's what I do. You know what I mean? I expect people to operate at the same standard as me. Like, my standard is normal in any way, shape, or form, and it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So,
what would be like for anybody who's, you know, grinding, whether it's being an artist, being in the entertainment industry, just having, you know, 2 full-time jobs or whatever it is? You do such a good job of like work-life balance when it comes to still being very present in your kids' lives. Mm-hmm. Like, what would be advice you would give to like help with the work-life balance if someone's watching this?
I mean, you know, most importantly, like, doing something that you thoroughly enjoy doing. You know what I mean? And then your kids are gonna see that. Like, my kids can tell, like, when I enjoy making music, like, that's generally like the music that they enjoy listening to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a full circle thing. It's really just leading by example. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed to be in a position where my kid, especially, you know, my oldest child, the one who has enough understanding to be able to process the shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
How old is your oldest child now?
7.
So she kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. But she's a whole
She grew up in
boss.
this shit for sure.
Yeah, she ain't, she a different breed. So, to be able to be blessed enough to have it to where my child love what I do, you know what I mean? And she, and what I do, I just kind of like spoke on this shit yesterday. Like, I let my kids choose, like, what they gravitate towards within my career. I don't force nothing on them. Like, I'm not about to get in the car and play my music for them. I'm not doing that. Like,
right.
My daughter, like, I get in the car and play any one of these niggas. She turn that off, play your music. Like, that's what she's gonna say. Like,
yeah,
1000%. She don't want to hear nothing else. She want to hear me. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope because I feel like
dope as hell, bro.
Most rappers, kids want to listen to like Playboy Cardi or
somebody else. You feel me? Like whoever they listen to on TikTok. My baby, nah, she reminds me. She'll remind me.
Will she like tell you what song like that's unreleased?
Daddy, the one song with they go like this, and I'm like damn, like I made that shit a year ago. You know what I mean? Like I forgot I had it. Like I was supposed to put that on the tape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
was there any songs like that made it that you were like that were just old that you like?
Nah, the oldest song on that bitch is Can't Keep Keisha.
Okay.
And I just made that maybe March, April. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the oldest one. The rest of it, I just made.
Yo, talk to me about this lawsuit with Danny's brother, which is pretty crazy.
Oh, man, I don't know nothing about it, man.
Dude threatened you on the internet.
Yeah, I don't see that going well for the man. You know what I'm saying?
And then approached you after he threatened you. I just don't understand
threatening me on camera with all the different, all
I just don't know why you would sue somebody after that. Like it
just don't make sense. You're gonna have to pay them lawyer fees, my boy. They gonna make you pay them too. He ain't making me pay them.
That shit's crazy. It makes zero sense.
Zero. That's gonna be the easiest case I'd never had to beat.
What about you and Youngboy, man? You guys dropped an underrated project. Shout out to him. He actually, I think they said he might be out in like a year and a half.
Right. I'm glad that worked out in that way. You know
but you guys dropped a project that again, very slept on. I feel like it kind of, people who knew, and I know you guys worked directed to radio, I think, but it was a great body of work. How did that album end up coming to be? And you guys are both kind of controversial in your own way. So
yeah, I've been a fan of bruh music, man. Like bruh, musically, that nigga, it ain't too many, that young nigga there. He a bad motherfucker when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? So that's really one of the handful of people that I do listen to. Anyways, you get what I'm saying? So
like, as a fan.
Yeah. I love bro music. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the handful of people like that I listen to anyway. So when the stars aligned and the opportunity presented itself, we went to cook up and we just did all them shits in like 2 days. It's funny you mentioned it. I was in a store in Vegas the other day and they was playing like you come in the stores, motherfuckers put your song on and shit. But it's the songs they was playing, and then they played one off of that. I got a lot of music like that, bro. I be in random places, and motherfuckers will get to playing them, and I be like, damn, like
I forgot about
that's
this.
like that. So and different music it'll touch you in a different way at a different time or whatever. So, shout out to bro. We really, and we had to do that a certain way. You know what I mean? With like the restrictions of like his probation and shit at the time. So
I went up to his house, and they had to like run a background check on me,
all type of shit.
His probation officer called me because I had a charge from like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, and he like grilled me like, yo, what was this about? Like I lied to a cop,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, man, I was like fucking 23.
Yeah, what you do?
I just lied to a cop.
Oh, okay.
But I got arrested for giving misinformation to a police officer, and the cop was a dick, so I fucking spent the night in jail.
That's fucked up.
And then I ended up just pleading guilty because I was moving to Tampa to do radio. Mm-hmm. So if I was gonna stay back and fight it, but it was like a mystery.
Yeah, that's cool.
It wasn't worth it. But no, it was crazy because I'm like, damn, like we both went up there and it was like, bro, you pull up to the gate, this motherfuckers outside looking like Call of Duty soldiers out. It was,
got to have it together.
Got to have it together, man. 100%. Yo, talk to me about like, I think it's dope that you're kind of like, when you get on the other side of so much hurt, so much trauma that you've been through, and just bullshit that you've been through, to be able to launch this foundation in your brother's name, I think is really dope. And,
yeah, for sure.
And I heard you tell Charlamagne that you were gonna try to go to therapy because you haven't gone yet.
Yeah, no, I do plan on it 100%.
Like, do you feel like you have PTSD for some of the stuff that you've been through?
Yeah, for sure. Before I ever touched the microphone, before I ever started rapping, for sure. And the world has seen plenty of shit since. You know what I mean? And they did not seen plenty of shit. Like, you know, the shit that the world done seen that done been under the microscope, like, of the world, and, you know, that shit, the shit that didn't happen, you know, that the world don't know about since, I mean, we could just say between the last 5 years, it run laps around that shit. Like, it's been going down nonstop with me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's plenty of shit. It's plenty of shit that I can, you know, consider a factor to, you know, me having whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? Me being traumatized in whatever way or just affecting me and my mental or whatever.
Have you ever considered getting a crib outside of Charlotte?
Getting a crib outside of Charlotte? I was about to get a spot out here prior to COVID hitting.
Oh, fuck LA. You don't want to be out here.
Nah, I don't.
No.
I don't.
You don't want to be here.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
This is LA sucks.
Yeah, I gotta be somewhere in the South. I gotta be somewhere you can have your guns and all that other shit. Like, I can't.
Like maybe Florida or something. You know?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I do. I'm thinking about getting a spot in Miami. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like, I really would have left. Only reason why I ain't left was my kids.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? I ain't want to be away from my baby. Like, they had to leave, and I go to where they going. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't. So that was number one. You get what I'm saying? And just my people, period, you know? But, like, with where I'm at right now, you know what I'm saying? Like I see shit, you know, far more clear. Like, just like everything else, like, I'm gonna fuck around, have to be the one to leave. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, and pick and choose who I take with me.
I saw you at practice, the Panthers.
Yeah, that was after the game. That wasn't practice. That was after the game.
Oh, that was after the game. I saw you on the field, though.
Yeah, throwing missiles out there, bitch.
Shout out to, how we feel about Bryce Young, man? Is it over for him?
That's fucked up. Right after I'm out there throwing them passes,
They benched him?
my boy. I'm like, damn, motherfuckers like, man, you the reason why they. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear that. Don't.
They could have signed you as like as the backup, man.
Then I saw, bro, the next game. I'm like, you know, but I definitely, when I saw him, I'm like, bro, keep your head up, fight through that shit, get back on that field. You know,
because Andy Dalton came out and smoked the Raiders, bro. I was at the Raiders game.
My mama was out there. She
I was like, damn, this don't look good.
Right, I'm like, damn, that ain't it. You want him to have the worst game of his life. Goddamn, after they bench you. That nigga come out there, they win the first game of the season. But shout out to bro, man. And you know, just anybody young and chasing their dream, when you get your opportunity, man, you got to go all out. Fuck that. You got to go all out. You know, but it ain't over. You know, it's far from over. I'm one that could tell you that. So, you know, I ain't one to count nobody out. You know,
you guys have you shouldn't comment on this, but maybe the worst owner in all of sports, respectively.
No comment.
With that being said, you, J. Cole, and like, you know, I don't know, Steph Curry should try to pull together and buy the Panthers.
Hey, man.
One day.
Right. Wishful thinking.
I mean, I could see you buying a piece of the Hornets, huh?
Yeah, the Hornets, yeah, for sure.
That's
Panthers too. I mean, I'm having great conversations with the Panthers now, by the way, too. Like, you know, we forming a partnership to where they allow me to, you know, impact the organization culturally and shit, which is something I feel like is overdue from any sports team in the city. Like, it makes no sense. They gotta understand that culture plays such a big part, and you know what I'm saying, the fans and just whatever. It's just gonna increase all things. It's gonna make, you know, the team more appealing for players to want to come to, all that type shit. So we having to tell them, like, bro, I can go to another city right now and they gonna roll the red carpet out if I walk in that bitch. Like,
yeah, my
money ain't even gonna be good in there. You get what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
So it ain't no reason why I should.
They should sign you. They should just sign you for a day.
Exactly. It's simple. Yeah. You know,
even if it's for preseason next year,
it'll work.
Would you go out there and take like try to run a drive?
Wait, hold on. You talking about in the Panthers?
Let's say the Panthers signed you.
Nigga ain't about to tackle me out there, bitch, bro.
I'm saying like fourth quarter preseason. Nobody cares.
I will.
But they'll kill you. Like, you're a small guy.
I gotta do something else. Like, I can't. But you like quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback.
It got to be shotgun formation.
You got to be shotgun, so
and I'm bombing that bitch.
You could just throw it, yeah.
I'm bombing that bitch, and I'm running the opposite way. Throw that bitch.
Just throw it to Deontay Johnson and get out the way. They're going to try to
just do it like a late hit on me. They're going to try to set an example.
100%.
And just take the little 15-yard penalty.
Any tour stuff on the way?
Yeah, I definitely plan on getting back out here and going back on tour. I wanted the music to lead. Like, the music, I could have went up with a tour, with an underplay tour, whatever, like right there with the project, or probably like right before I dropped the project, but I opted out of doing it. Like, it ain't something that I want to force. You know what I'm saying? I want to really reintroduce myself to the listeners and the fans, and let the music lead everything. You get what I'm saying? And then so we'll be talking about a tour real soon and announcing, you know what I'm saying, the way I'm gonna go out.
Hey, we're about to kick off another interview brought to you by Hardin. That's right. If you're in Vegas, it's the #1 dispensary in the country, the craziest selection of premium cannabis. And all you got to do is shoot them a follow, Hardin_Las Vegas, HardinLasVegas.com. When you're in Vegas, tell them I sent you. Got to give a shout out to our family at Odd Socks. Oh, look at these Cheeto socks. Oh my God. Look, OddSocksOfficial.com, keyword bootleg, and you can get the most comfortable socks in the world. Now, my favorite are the basics. Now, these are the Odd Socks basics. There's listen, guys, whatever socks you think are, you're buying, they ain't messing with Odd Socks. Let me just say that, all right? But they also got some of the craziest licenses, like The Big Lebowski, the best movie of all time, like The Office. Lots of Office love. How about a little Invader of this? I don't even know what the fuck this is, but it's a good show. I heard. Jurassic Park. Hell of a movie. Look, OddSocksOfficial.com. They also got the underwear. Yes, they got the draws, and they are the most comfortable underwear that you could throw on your cheeks, ladies and gentlemen. And you can get it 20% off your entire cart. Unlimited amounts. OddSocksOfficial.com. Yes, they got Dunder Mifflin underwear, ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at those? Oh, yeah. For all my Office fans, OddSocksOfficial.com. Use that keyword bootleg, and you will save 20% off at checkout. Go do that. Let's get back to the interview. Something I always wondered, when you and Lil Baby did the Baby record on the QC project, at that time, you guys are both just meteorically rising simultaneously, similar names. Did you guys ever talk about doing like a whole?
We did talk about doing a collab project for a certain amount of time. We definitely was talking about that shit for a certain amount of time.
Did you guys cut anything?
At the time, we were so.
Oh yeah, you guys were so busy. Yeah,
so we never got in the same place. Like we had talked about me coming to Atlanta for a couple of days, him coming up my way for a couple of days, and just knocking that shit out. But at the time, we both so boom, 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 boom. You get what I'm saying? The stars never aligned for us to be able to to get into it and do the shit. But that's something I'm definitely open to whenever anybody who I love the opportunity to create with anybody who doing their motherfucking thing and the best of the best. I feel like it's an automatic win when it come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, the album is out, man. Everybody should.
How the fuck is this a mixtape?
It's a mixtape. Sorry, it's not an album.
You know what I'm saying? But I love the way that I love the way
feels like an album.
And I love it. I shouldn't even corrected it.
Have you picked a single yet?
I haven't.
Fat?
I already knew what Fat. I know what's up with a song like Fat. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I refused to lead off with it. Because I could have laid off with Fat a month ago, right? Like, already had it on fire. It would increase first week sales, all that other shit. You get what I'm saying? That I don't give a fuck about this go round. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want to lead with a record like that and it put me in a box. Like, it's no song on there that can represent the project in its entirety. So I made it a point not to approach it the conventional way as far as a rollout or whatever.
My favorite songs ain't that a bitch.
Ain't that a bitch for sure.
That shit's crazy.
For sure. Like I'm more so, you know what I mean, on records like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit this timeless shit that, that connect with the soul and resonate with people and let them know about the person. You get what I'm saying? And where the person is right now, aside from that. Like, and because, me, like, even coming in the game, like, people was in love with me as a person.
No, I 100%.
So
and like, yo, they just like you're a character. You're like,
right, exactly. So it's really like the best of both worlds, and it's like when I get in the space to where I'm not really smelling all the other shit, and I'm throwing out singles or whatever, and I'm doing this and that, but I'm not doing press. I'm not letting people hear me talk, hear where I'm at mentally, hear where I'm at spiritually. You get what I'm saying, and all this shit. It just all they got is what they being given, and if they being fed all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, in the media and the negativity, then that leave me responsible for people being disconnected with me as a person and like looking at me or thinking of me in a light that does not represent me at all. You get what I'm saying? So I take full accountability for that shit, and I'm back with unapologetic bodies of work and shit that's completely authentic to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love that, man.
For sure.
Body of work is crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody should go run it up, man. Buy it on iTunes.
For sure.
You can stream it.
Do what you want, as long as you hear.
Spend some money on it, man.
If I get you to put your ear to it, I got you.
I just talked to Tuesday about this yesterday because he said something ridiculous about it. He was going to quit rap if he didn't sell 20,000 the first week.
I just ran into him in the hallway at Sirius XM yesterday, and I told that nigga, man, you better not let these motherfuckers
I was going to say, like,
you off your pivot, bro.
You're dropping a mixtape with really no lead-in single. Do you like give a fuck about the first week numbers? Is that something you even look at?
No. I mean, I know how to go about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have blew up Fat on TikTok a month ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tease that would be the hottest song out right now. You get what I'm saying?
It felt like you just dropped.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Very much so. That's exactly what I did. I just dropped a 14 track body of work. You get what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever put out a fucking album with 14 songs on it if it wasn't the deluxe. You know what I'm saying? I usually like 12. I like staying in that number.
Yeah.
You know, to not let nothing go over their head. But I'm just so, you know, confident in the body of work and the range that it show, you know, that I boom. You know, I'm like, fuck that. Like, this how I'm coming. I'm really, my entire approach right now is like I don't know how I'm gonna eat tomorrow type shit. Like, I'm coming like that. Like, I'm not
like a new artist.
I'm not exactly.
Yeah.
So that with the level of the music that I'm putting out, and you know, with just the way that I'm already accustomed to hustling like that. Like, that's what I prefer. It be when I'm not hustling like that. That's when the other shit get in and get in the way and, you know, knock me off my motherfucking pivot. But I'm back in the space.
And I feel like you're making music for your fans.
Absolutely, 1,000%. Not for the haters, not for the naysayers. Like, I really, you know, I got lost in the sauce and fell into a phase to where I'm addressing and you know, putting in work for the motherfuckers who don't want the shit in the first place, who don't appreciate it. Right, exactly. So it's like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, not only that, like I've been taking every opportunity I get to thank the fans for holding me accountable. You know what I mean? Over them 3 years, not letting me get away with just dropping a motherfucking song that's a hit and having a fire visual and then goddamn sitting back and hey nigga, nah, fuck that. We know what they know what I'm capable of delivering. You get what I'm saying?
You
and they
like
held
a
me
fan
to that
hotline
standard.
too thing, right?
Yeah, Baby Talk Hotline, definitely, where I open up the lines, let the fans call in to me and goddamn just connect with me directly. It's shit like that really take it back to the roots of me, and it skip around all the bullshit. Like, motherfuckers shouldn't have to come to a blog site
to get a story about you.
To get a story about me, like, and then it ain't gonna be it anyway. It's gonna be bullshit anyway. You know, it's gonna have to serve their purpose. So, you know, I definitely leave that up to me and take that responsibility much more serious as I did coming in the door. But I take it much more serious now, and I'm committed to just making sure that, you know, you don't got to go nowhere else to find out how I'm feeling. I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? From the music,
right.
the you know, the shit that I do, I'm only having real deal, authentic conversations with motherfuckers. Like, ain't nothing, you know, fabricated or intended to satisfy any other. The shit that you know, that don't really matter, the cliche shit, you know, making a project look like it has an impact or this or that. Like, nah, I dropped how the fuck is this a mixtape? All my old hoes is calling me out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Old partners is reaching out, quoting the songs. Niggas that we didn't.
Not the old
We didn't
hoes.
did some shit. We can be in prison right now, 20 years before, but we didn't grew apart or whatever. These niggas is hitting me, quoting the records and shit. I ain't talked to these niggas. We ain't said happy birthday to each other 3-4 years, like that type of shit. Niggas that we been talking to each other mamas, we been checking on each other mamas, but not each other type shit. Like, these type relationships. You get what I'm saying? They hitting me, quoting the lyrics and shit. So I know the impact of it. Niggas, mamas reaching out to me. Motherfuckers 40, 50 years old. I cried when I saw, you know, this interview. I cried when I listened to this song. I'm so proud of you, this and that, whoop-de-whoop. So I know the impact of putting out real music, and that shit can't be clouded or measured by none of the shit this fucking controlled out here. And you know what I'm saying? And manipulated to serve whatever purpose it serves. You know what I'm saying?
You guys got through the hurricane okay?
Yeah, it ain't really hit Charlotte like that. It hit different areas.
I know it hit like Asheville.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a little
pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a little space between us and them. So, you know, hopefully everybody there doing okay. And with the shit I'm seeing, this supposed to be coming up in Florida. Hopefully, you know, my prayers go out to all
prayers
of them
to Tampa, and the whole Central Florida, the west coast of Florida is about to get fucked up.
Yeah, I just seen somewhere they talking about evacuating the whole. I seen somewhere that the mayor said if you stay, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. That's fucked. And then all the gas stations are out of gas. So it's like if you got into your car and you're like, I need to go get some gas to get the fuck up out of here, you got nowhere to go.
Gotta have that Cybertruck, gotta have that Tesla.
Then you gotta stay 30 minutes to charge.
Oh, yes. Oh, shit. Yeah, prayers out to him, man.
Hey, did Elon Elon retweeted the album cover.
Yeah, you saw that tweet. Yeah, y'all rapping y'all
Cybertruck on it,
Yeah, y'all rapping, y'all's putting the rims on it. Nah, my factory, Elon. I fuck with Elon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little flex. So Elon fuck with me.
Did you guys chop it up at all?
Nah, I ain't overplay it. I ain't do too much. I ain't reach out, hey, what's up, man? None of that shit. I reached out on some funny shit like a couple days after, like, hey, the album sounds great in the Cybertruck. If you jet land in Charlotte, let me know. I'll pick you up. We can ride to it. But I ain't overplay it. I appreciated just the repost and him fucking with the dope ass album cover taken by my boy JoJo. You know what I'm saying? That was dope just to know that, you know, the innovative mind such as his, you know what I'm saying, can admire something that me and a couple people that I'm locked in and I work with put together. So,
it's crazy.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's dope because it's 1,000 pictures of Cybertrucks, this and that. The nigga reposted a whole fucking editorial of the upcoming album. You get what I'm saying? So that's a different type of thing. He could have just hit the repost button. He like, nah, you know. So
Do you like the truck?
oh yeah, for sure. I love it, bro. It easily became my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
So fire, so
Be
fast.
neglecting all my other whips.
Yeah.
Fast as hell. too.
Fastest, and they just I don't know if you've updated it yet.
I ain't updated. I've been seeing
Well, no,
the
they
update
just did
pop up.
the full.
The self-driving? It's on there now?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God, yeah.
Let me hurry up and get my ass home.
Only thing though, they give you strikes if you.
Yeah, my boy told me if you text.
because they
or
got
if
the
you,
camera in the car and it'll give
Yeah.
you a warning.
Yeah.
But if you like, I got 4 strikes in the first 2 days.
Your ass.
Once you get the 5th strike, they
What,
take it
let
away
you
for a
smoke
week.
weed and shit.
No, you can smoke.
Yeah.
But if like you look down at your phone,
no text and a going.
but that shit will drive you. Like if you're like, I mean, I'm not obviously nobody should drunk drive, but I mean, you should drunk drive in a Tesla if you're going to.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a crazy thing to say. Anyway, listen, I appreciate you, bro. Go get
Appreciate
the
you having
album. And then how can people donate to the new foundation? Is it up? Is donations
I
up yet?
don't even think we got a way to donate to it. Really, with me, like it's more so, but we'll probably definitely have like, you know what I mean, avenues of people to take to do that. Like in the near future, I'm getting ready to do a activation for it at a local high school in Charlotte tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and then we'll get it popping from there. But I'm gonna definitely keep people updated when it come to that. And a lot of people, it's crazy you ask me that, and then especially like since the project and all that, and since I've been talking about it, it happened to just come together around the same time did the project, because I wanted to drop the project last time I talked to you.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to drop the project then, Labor Day weekend. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to wait. You know, I didn't want to wait and do let's put out a single, this and that type shit. I was not on that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I really just kind of just waited it out and just dropped it cold turkey anyways at the end of the month. But with that being said, like since I didn't announce the organization and shit, a lot of people reached out to me. Hell yeah, like how can I be a part of it? Let me know when. And this and that. So I'm definitely looking forward to, you know, the people I can bring together and the resources I can create for people to, you know what I'm saying, navigate through their own mental health journey and keep some people's families from going through the shit my family be going
Last thing, you have this relationship with 50. He just opened
It's my nigga.
in Shreveport this new studio. You have to do a series. You know, we got Breaking Bad, which was about like meth, you know. By the way, you watch Breaking Bad?
I ain't seen Breaking Bad.
One of the greatest shows
I like
ever.
Ozark.
Ozark. Okay, whatever.
Ozark,
That's about
fine.
washing money and heroin and all that
Yeah, I
good
got
shit.
into that in COVID.
I feel like you need to executive produce and write a show about moving packs in like the early 2010s in the South.
I definitely got plenty of yeah. I definitely
Work with
got plenty
50.
of shit
I feel like it's an untold story.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I'm into that.
You just gotta. I mean, just call 50. Say, hey, let's do
I'm
this
gonna call
show.
you too. I'm gonna call your rich ass
Yeah, I'll
too.
play-
Like,
like,
what's
I
up?
can play a cop.
Put up $1 million. Put up $1 million, Kev. Let's split the result. Look, he like, nah, I don't.
I can put up 100.
Okay, look, we put it together. You can play a cop, play a dirty cop.
Yeah, I could play a dirty cop.
Yeah.
Or I could play a drug addict.
It's whatever. We
All my
make it work.
family is drug addicts, so I could. If you need a crackhead, I know the mannerisms.
We know how it go.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? For sure.
There it is, baby. I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
Boom, my
Always
guy.
love, bro.
Boom.